Hello YouTube, my name's Nero and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and as you guys can see, if you get onto Advanced Warfare today and you check out the bonus playlist, there's a new game mode in there called One Shot. So let's talk about One Shot and exactly what this is. So One Shot is a brand new game mode here in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. It's actually just implemented today, and what it is a sniper-only game mode. So basically, it's a sniper-only team deathmatch where everybody is using the same creative classes. So instead of taking your traditional creative class that you make yourself and you go into a game with, once you go into One Shot, there's going to be 5 classes for you to pick from once you start up the game. These classes are all relatively the same, and they were kind of put together by the Sledgehammer development team with help from Optic Nadeshot, who is a very popular YouTuber and live streamer and pro player. I'm sure you guys have heard of him. He's very, very, very popular. So he worked with the Sledgehammer development team to put together these classes, and what they are is basically every single class involves a more sniper rifle with a different attachment and a little bit of varying perks. What's interesting about this game mode is the fact that it's a sniper-only game mode. I mean, we've been asking for that for a very long time, but it's also that, but it's basically the same idea as your traditional Call of Duty 4 style sniper lobby. So how many of you guys were around back when sniper lobbies were a real popular thing? Those were the days. Basically, people would just invite a ton of people from recent players to their friends list, and they would go into these sniper lobbies against each other online where everybody had to use a sniper. No one was allowed to use lethal kill streaks. No one was allowed to use their grenades or anything like that. It was basically the only thing you can get kills with was your sniper, and that is exactly what we have been able to replicate here in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So looking at some of these classes, you see they're not really changing a whole lot. Just about every single one of them has toughness and blast suppressor on them. In fact, as I'm looking through these, every single one of them has toughness and blast suppressor on them. Most of them have lightweight involved. They have either the UAV, the system hack, or both. And mainly the big difference I find from these career classes is the sniper rifles themselves actually have different attachments. So there's a sniper rifle class that has the iron sights with adjustable stock. There's one that just has a regular scope with adjustable stock. There's one with just a regular scope. There's one with an ACOG. There's one with a variable zoom. And basically, you end up picking your class based upon the attachment that you are most comfortable with. Like for me, I like to run around with the ACOG scope a little bit more because the scope time, it bothers me in this game. It doesn't feel natural, whereas the ACOG scope does feel a little bit more natural for me. So I was decided to go ahead and run around with that. That's basically the biggest difference among these classes. Once again, it's very interesting that they were able to replicate the idea of a Call of Duty 4 style sniper lobby with no lethal kill streaks in the game mode, no lethal grenades, no secondaries to pull out and use, anything like that. It's basically a team deathmatch where you run around with your sniper and everyone else is running around with their sniper and you shoot each other and you kill each other, and that's really kind of what it is. They also adjusted the game mode a little bit so that the health is lowered in this game mode, so no matter what, if you hit somebody with your sniper, you will not be getting a hit marker. You will in fact end up getting a one-shot kill, which is an interesting concept to go with it. You don't have to actually try and aim for the upper chest or anything like that or get a good clean hit. You can shoot someone in the leg and bam, they're going down, and that's really how this game mode kind of goes down. It's interesting that they end up putting this in the game. For a long time, Call of Duty fans have actually been asking for a sniper-only game mode, and I think mainly that comes from an area of frustration in the way, because like someone like me who doesn't snipe, I'm actually kind of very outspoken about my opinions on snipers, and I'm sure you guys have seen that in a lot of different videos. Someone that like me that ends up getting sniped, right? It's always so annoying to get sniped. Like I'm playing the objective, I'm doing well, and then this guy just one-shots me from behind. It's like there's nothing I could do. It's so annoying for that to happen. And the worst of it is sometimes the community itself, like the entire idea of a sniper community, they really have kind of almost this toxic feel to them where the entire sniper community really seems to only care about getting clips and only cares about getting montage style stuff going on, and they don't try and play to do well. They don't try to play to win the game. They only care about running into spawns and trying to get those clips, and because of that, I've really kind of developed this negative opinion on the sniper community as a whole. Not every individual player, but just in general, like a broad stroke, the sniper community. So I always thought that was really kind of annoying, and so for people like me, for years now, we've been calling out, can we please get a sniper-only playlist where people then go in there and end up playing the sniper-only playlist, and then yeah, they can go get their clips there. They don't have to try and ruin the fun of anyone else, and it's just something people can go and do. Unfortunately, I don't feel as though this playlist will actually accomplish that. I feel as though it's going to go the route of trick shotting in a way. So the idea of trick shotting, initially when trick shotting first became a thing and got really popular during Modern Warfare 2, people would trick shot in private matches, and they would do that, and it was really cool. People just cared. They didn't care those were private matches. They just cared that they got to see these really cool things. And then after that, it kind of became well known as like, hey, you can't trick shot in these private matches. You can't do that. You have to do it in public matches. That makes it more legit. That makes it more cool. So even though they were still setting it up, it still had to be in a public match. And so because of that, the entire idea of a private match went away. And the same thing happened with sniper lobbies. Whereas before, back during Call Call of Duty 4 when montages and YouTube and all that really started to start growing on the internet, you were able to use clips in your montages from these sniper lobbies, and no one really seemed to care. But as time progressed, a lot of people started saying, oh no, that's stupid, you can't do that, you can't use clips from sniper lobbies, that's basically like setting up, you can't do that, you have to go do it in a public match where people are using red guns against you and stuff, because that's more legit. And because of that, I feel as though people are going to take the same approach with this, whereas I don't think you're going to see a lot of sniper montages from this particular playlist, because people are like, oh, that playlist, it's easy to do it, why don't you do it in an actual public match? And because of that, I don't feel as though this game mode is going to be really anything more than a gimmick. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. Don't take everything I say as if it's fact and as if it's going to happen. That's just my prediction. That's just my low prediction on this. I feel as though it's going to be fun and pretty popular for the first few days, assuming, of course, Xbox Live and the PlayStation Network can actually stabilize a little bit and allow us to actually play, because I was having some difficulties playing these games. Like, I was able to get into one lobby here for one shot to record some stuff, then communication with Xbox Live servers interrupted, then it kicked me out. Then I got into another one after a little bit, and then the same thing ended up happening. Then I got into another one, then the same thing happened. After that happened 3 times, I'm like, I'm done. I don't really care too much about this playlist to sit here and just try for 2 hours to try and get into as many lobbies as possible. I did end up playing in 3 lobbies and begin some gameplay for you guys. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that here in this video while I discuss the new game mode one-shot here in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So that's basically it. You get 5 custom classes that everyone has to pick from, and basically the biggest difference between them is actually the attachments that come with them. It's a team deathmatch style, 6-on-6, where the health is lowered, so no matter what, you will get one-shot killed, no lethal kill streaks, no lethal grenades, and no lethal secondaries for you to actually go ahead and use. It's basically sniper on sniper. Let's see who's better. And that's kind of an interesting concept for a game mode. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys all found it helpful and informative. And if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves. Of course, let me know in the comments your guys' opinion on this brand new game mode. Do you think it will be the next big thing? Do you think it will be a popular game mode? Or do you think it will go the way of some of the other game modes that we've seen introduced in the Call of Duty series lately, such as Hunted back from Call of Duty Ghosts, where initially it was kind of neat, then people kind of faded away from it, then eventually it was removed. Do you think it's going to go that route, or do you think this is going to become a more mainstream thing, like Sledgehammer's going to start making this into a playlist where instead of Team Deathmatch, now you can basically have an entire sniper-only playlist where they can play Domination and Momentum. You can pick your own game mode, and you have an entire sniper-only playlist, similar to having a standard playlist, a hardcore playlist, a classic playlist, and then a one-shot playlist. Will that end up happening? Who knows? Let me know your guys' opinion on that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.